All right. Today we find out what goes on at a Diddy Freak Off. Allegedly, per public information by the infographics show. This is going to be very interesting. Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get straight into it.
Congratulations, you've been invited to a party hosted by none other than famous rap mogul Puff Daddy.
Nah, I didn't. Do not congratulate me, brother. Do not congratulate me. Please. Please, do not. Do not.
It's going to be an extravagant gala and definitely going to skyrocket your social media following. But when you get there, it's just Diddy and a few of his close friends looking like plankton in his basement dungeon. And you're being told to take a bottle of lube to a private room to prepare yourself.
Hey, bro. The characters are crazy.
All while Diddy licks his lips and looks at you, whispering to himself, I was in one bedroom, dreaming of a million. Now I'm in beach houses, cream to the ceiling. As you're about to find out,
What?
one of Puff Daddy's most famous lyrics could have been quite literal. 1,000 bottles of lube, enough to fill a very large aquarium. This was the shocking discovery inside of one of Puff Daddy's homes after a federal search warrant was executed against him.
So I've always wondered, what exactly would you need 1,000 bottles of baby oil for? Like 1,000?
And all of that lube? Well, it was meant to be used by some of your favorite celebrities in what Diddy called freak off parties. Try to picture 1,000 bottles of lubricant. Odds are you're not picturing enough. At 12 fluid ounces each, Diddy's freak out lube stash would be almost enough to completely fill a 100-gallon fish tank. So why did Diddy need enough lube to create a slip and slide that could stretch across the entire length of a movie theater, from the lobby to the front screen? And we mean that literally. 1,000 12-ounce bottles equals about 93 gallons, which would let you cover a slip and slide 6 feet wide and around 630 feet long with one.
For what? Like how much bust down do you need? I guess it's a freak off.
1 millimeter of personal lubricant, or a total surface area of almost 350 meters. At Diddy's movie theater, you could slide in the front door on a cushion of sex lube, whiz by the concession stand for your popcorn and soda, and then slide into your front row seats right by the big screen. And what's playing in Diddy's theater? Well, one of his personal home movies, but more on that soon. First, let's talk about enough lube to drown an elephant seal. Americans buy in bulk, as we know, and there's a Costco right down the street. These are actual statements from P. Diddy's lawyer in response to the discovery of 1,000 bottles of lubricant and baby oil at Diddy's home.
Time out. I've seen something on that. The lawyer came out and said, yeah, we get it in bulk from Costco. Costco literally comes out and says, we do not sell baby oil at our U.S. location. So I went on my Costco app, same day delivery, and I typed in baby oil, and baby oil did not pop up anywhere. It was only baby wipes, baby wipes, baby wipes, baby wipes. So if the lawyer just allegedly comes out and lies, what else is he lying about? Like, why? Like, if you're gonna lie about something, you don't lie about the baby oil, in which Costco came out and debunked that immediately. That lawyer got to be fired yesterday, right now.
While it is true that Americans enjoy bargain shopping from big box stores, most Americans also don't need enough lubricant to fully insert a Minuteman intercontinental ballistic missile into a missile silo that is a little nervous because this is their first time. The public discovery of Diddy's freak-off parties come alongside startling revelations from the numerous criminal cases against him. In 2023, Sean John Combs, a.k.a. P. Diddy, a.k.a. Diddy, a.k.a. Puff Daddy, a.k.a. Lube Daddy, a.k.a. P. Slip and Slide, a.k.a. Federal Defendant Number 1, saw his entire career unwind with allegations that he had abused and exploited former girlfriend Cassandra Ventura, also known as Cassie. He was 37 years old and she was just 19 when they first met.
37, 19. Here's my thing. If you a grown man, just anything with a teen next to it, brother. Anything with a teen next to it. My gosh. Like, just anything with a teen next to it. You should be from the furthest. The furthest. That's just my opinion. from the furthest.
quickly making her financially and career dependent on him. At these freak-off parties, it's alleged that he forced Cassie to perform acts on others against her will. The case would be settled out of court without the terms of the settlement being publicly revealed. However, it's likely that this included a very large financial compensation. There's no word on compensation for Diddy blowing up Kid Cudi's car after he became enraged to discover that Cudi had been dating Cassie. Given how much...
Wait, hold on, time out. What? He did, wait, time out, bro. Hold on. According to Huffington Post, Kid Cudi hold on, let me go ahead and put this on full screen. Kid Cudi confirmed Cassie's version of events that Diddy allegedly threatened to blow up his car. In her lawsuit, Cassie stated that the incident took place in 2012. Damn. Diddy reportedly threatened to blow up Kid Cudi's car, and shortly after, his car allegedly exploded in the driveway of his residence. Driveway of the residence? That is one. Well, first of all, it's illegal to blow up someone's car. Anyways, but trespassing on someone's property and blowing up their car after threatening? Yeah. It's looking cooked for Puff Daddy.
Lube Diddy had on hand, getting his car blown up was the least of Cudi's worries. But Cassie's lawsuit was the tip of the iceberg, because Puff Daddy, aka Lube Master 3000, was already facing several other cases for exactly the same type of behavior. And front and center of these allegations were P. Baby Oil Diddy's freak-off parties, for both legal reasons and to protect their reputations. It has become incredibly difficult to get solid details on what exactly went on at these freak-off parties from those who attended. But it doesn't take much imagination when there are literally 1,000 bottles of lube and baby oil involved. Odds are, with that much lubricant to make things nice and slippery, Diddy and his guests were not hosting a chess club. Some leaks have emerged, though, painting a sordid picture of Combs' freak-off parties. Allegedly, they involved multi-day-long marathons of physical debauchery, with P. Diddy, aka
Multi-day marathons? What are you trying to? What are you trying to do? Get in shape for something? Trying to bust something into shape? Beyond me.
Slip Daddy, flying in sex workers specifically for the events. That particular allegation seems to have some basis in reality, as amongst the many charges Diddy seems unable to slip out of are related to sex trafficking across state lines, for which he is being prosecuted under the infamous Mann Act. Allegedly, Diddy's flesh fests would begin after his famous white parties, which would attract major celebrities such as Leonardo DiCaprio and Mariah Carey.
They're name dropping. Oh, Lord. Hold on. If these names start coming out and you start seeing some of your favorite actors, athletes, celebrities, oh, man. We're talking about the highest people in the industry going down too. Due to crime, due to time. But boy, who else is on this list? Because I'm already knowing right now, if they say, Diddy, you getting 25 to life, but we can knock off some years if you give us some Judge, here's the list. Oh, I'm sure he already got that list ready to go, fully loaded. And boy, ooh wee, this is gonna get ooh wee, it's gonna get interesting.
However, after the A-listers left, Diddy would put on a completely different show for a select group of friends. Michael Kaplan of the New York Post, who broke details on freak-offs, reported that Diddy would lure in women whom he was personally for a select group. After the A-listers left, Diddy would put on a completely different show for a select group of friends. Michael Kaplan.
Hold on. Let me fact check something here. Let me go and look.
The New York Post.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. No, duplicate this tab, please.
Congratulations.
No, duplicate this tab, please. Hold on, because wasn't 1 second. Because I'm gonna do some investigating for y'all right now, live and direct. Oh, yo. Wait.
Did you see
Wait. Hold on. Because do y'all remember this?
where Jay-Z and Beyonce's daughter, Blue Ivy, introduced her salon son to your song, Shake Something?
Yeah, I saw that. I did see that. You know what I mean? I ain't know how true it was or not, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like, if it come from in-house, it's validated, but that's dope. It don't surprise me. I actually met Beyonce before. That was one of the people be like, who you met? You know what I'm saying? That like it threw you out, like it took you back. Like, you know what I'm saying? Beyonce, I was at a party at Diddy crib in LA. This was this was the beginning of 2020. You know what I mean? Diddy had put everybody else out the crib, like the influx of people he had put them out.
Who broke details parties, which would attract major celebrities such as Leonardo DiCaprio and Mariah Carey. However, after the A-listers left, Diddy would put on a completely different show for a select group of friends.
But he had 2020. You know what I mean? Diddy had put everybody else out the crib, like the influx of people he had put them out. But he had took a liking to me in particular around the time, man. It was really, you know what I mean, like putting his arm around me.
Right.
So he had put majority of the people out, but he allowed me to stay in there. Me and maybe about 15 others.
Right.
Jay-Z and Beyonce being, two of the other 15 people in the room. So that'll just put into perspective of the type of company I was in at the moment, And she came over and introduced herself to me like as if she had to.
Right.
Beyonce, cut it out. But I'm a big fan of your work, you know what I'm saying? Whoop the whoop, and that was just dope. That was dope as hell to me, man. That was.
Okay. All right. So, from what we just saw, it just directly explained. There's some validity to this because they said once the A-listers leave, they put on a different type of party. Then he said I was at P Diddy crib. P Diddy kicked everybody else out. It had a select few people there. P Diddy took a liking to me. This is not looking good. Hold on, I deleted the damn video. Hold on, let me go to where'd the video go? My gosh.
You've been invited to
I don't remember where we was at. We was I remember we was at that.
Blown 30,000 was already facing several other cases. Baby, it is because only one foul thing to have emerged. The flying infamous Mann Act. Allegedly, Diddy's flesh fests would begin after he
Man, I just did some real life investigating. Whoa.
Mariah Carey. However, after the AIDS, Michael Kaplan of the New York Post, who broke details on freak-offs, reported that Diddy would lure in women whom he was personally managing or had met at various adult clubs, along with sex workers. Using either drugs, money, or power over their career, Diddy forced the women to participate. Afterwards, to ensure their silence, he would use video footage taken at the events as blackmail leverage or simply threaten to ruin their career. But freak-offs had other surprises of their own. According to a well-placed drug dealer who was invited to one of these events, male rappers would engage in acts with each other as well, including some surprises of their own. According to a well-placed drug dealer who was invited to one of these events, male rappers would engage in acts with each other as well, including some very high-profile and well-known talent whose names have not come to the spotlight yet. However, for any fan of the Boondocks, this type of behavior has long been an open secret amongst the hip-hop community. Heavy security would ensure complete privacy, and only people...
So, I'm already knowing they're probably finna bring out the Meek stuff. This is about to get, oh my gosh. This is going into 2025, right? Because we're nearing the end of 2024. 2025 is about to start with a bang. This is going to be on every national televised station you can imagine. But have you ever wondered, or have you ever realized, when something like this happens, it's usually during another big event too? I don't know.
Personally invited by Combs were allowed to enter. Threats of violence, drug addiction, and blackmail were all used to ensure complete secrecy, as well as a healthy amount of payouts for at least some individuals, such as Cassie. Even if guests wanted to leave, the sheer amount of personal lubricant flooding the party space would have made that difficult. There's also been no publicly released footage or any photos from any of these freak-off parties, though low-effort media has been using old clips or photos from legitimate white.
Oh, nigga, that's Jay-Z right there. That's Aaliyah. That's J-Lo. That Busta Rhymes? Well, technically, nothing in this picture is illegal. Just men and women. But, I mean, it's looking a little too friendly. I don't know. Oh, golly. Brother right there, smart. Hid his face. He can't hide the hairline, though.
Parties that Diddy hosted in their place as clickbait. Allegations that celebrities like Kevin Hart, Leonardo DiCaprio, or Beyonce attended the...
They dropping Kevin Hart. What? Now, I know they're just saying that like nothing is wrong with attending the party. It's just the after party stuff where the freak offs is happening. If you stand for that, then you pretty much everybody that's attending the party right now is going to get their name dropped. Now there's going to be a list of like, yeah, he was at the after party. He was at the after party. That's when it gets a little hectic. First of all, they make Kevin Hart a little too tall in this picture right here. But, oh, wait. Beyonce name up in there. Leonardo DiCaprio, Kevin Hart. Hey, what Cat Williams say? All the big deviants will get exposed. All lies will be exposed in 2024. It's God's side and the other side. All of them. It don't matter who it is. They all getting exposed in 2024. And when Diddy want a party, you gotta tell him no. Cat wasn't lying. Cat literally opened up a can of worms and look what happened.
These parties are unproven and rely entirely on photos and videos of them at known white parties. Combs is, at the time of writing, behind bars at the Metropolitan Detention Center after being labeled a flight risk. As federal raids against his U.S. homes were being carried out back in March, Diddy had taken his private plane to Antigua in the Caribbean. Thinking the situation over, he decided to return and was subsequently denied bail requests. Commenting on the discovery of 1,000 bottles of lubricant in one of his homes, Diddy, through his lawyer, wanted it to be clear that the presence of over 90 gallons of lube and baby oil was not, quote, as nefarious as it seemed. Because who doesn't have a commercial-sized aquarium's worth of personal lubricant for various needs in their home?
I don't just carry around baby oil. Actually, we don't have baby oil in this house. So, I mean,
Don Slippery Combs is facing some serious jail time for the charges against him, even as the details of freak-off parties remain tightly under wraps by federal prosecutors. At a minimum, Combs faces 15 years in prison, though it's possible he could spend the rest of his life in prison if the federal sex trafficking charges are proven, along with a $250,000 fine. The real question is, how do federal authorities hope to keep a man behind bars who has spent so much of his life steeped in gallons and gallons of personal lubricant now slip into this video?
First of all, Infographics had a lot of fun making this, you can tell. Wow. Okay. Now that we know some of the intricacies of a Diddy Freak Off, once the actual stuff comes out during trial, man, this is gonna be ridiculous. I know 50 Cent will have something to say. That's for certain. Like and subscribe, ladies and gentlemen. Buckle up as this is getting hectic. This is getting hectic. Be out this thing. Peace.